Your agency isn't telling you everything. Guys, right now, inside of your Google Ads account, there are 6 things hiding in plain sight. Some, they're quietly draining your budget. Others, they're locking you in. And your agency, that's meant to be helping, they would rather you didn't check any of them. So, in the next 10 minutes, I'll show you how to audit every single one yourself. No agency required. And here's why this matters. An investment fund that I audited 2 years ago had spent $500,000 in a quarter advertising in France and India. They didn't sell in France, and they certainly didn't sell in India. Nobody inside the agency caught it, and nobody inside the business caught it either, for 3 whole months. And that wasn't a rare case. That was a Tuesday for me. I see it all of the time. And if you're running Google Ads right now with an agency or on your own, your account is probably doing something similar. Not $500,000 worth of damage, but something. And you won't find it unless you know exactly where to look. I've got 14 years in Google Ads, over $130 million in ad spend managed by me. I've worked agency side and client side, thousands of audits done, so I know where to look. Let's jump in. We're running through 6 points, and number 1 is absolutely critical, and it shouldn't even be a thing. Check 1, this will surprise you. Who actually owns the ad account? This is the biggest structural red flag in the Google Ads industry, and almost nobody speaks about it. Open a new tab, go to ads.google.com, sign in, look at the top right, what's the customer ID number? Is that number yours? Or is it your agency's? Because here's what most business owners don't know. Agencies can run your ads from their own manager account. Your campaigns live inside of their system. You pay them every month. But it's their conversion data, their keyword history, years of learning. Yours in theory, but in practice, it's theirs. The only reason that agencies do this is because the day that you decide to walk away, you walk away with nothing. No tracking, no audience list, no history. Just a bill for rebuilding what was yours in the first place. I only ever work inside accounts that my clients own. If someone's running ads from an account that you can't log into as an administrator, that's not a partnership. That is literally a hostage situation. Go and check. It takes you 60 seconds. If you can't find the answer, that's your answer. And once you've confirmed you own it, the next check is where that investment fund lost $500,000. So guys, check number 2. Where is your money actually going? This is the critical piece really. Let me finish the story from the intro because it's relative here. Performance max campaigns. 1 setting left on default. Location targeting settings. They were set to presence or interest instead of presence only. Don't worry if you don't understand that, but that one toggle meant Google could show their ads to anybody who'd recently searched about US investing from anywhere on earth. France and India was their big problem, but anywhere on earth. Places the fund couldn't legally take a penny from anyway. 3 months, $500,000. Gone. No refund. So, what you need to do is go into your account right now, campaigns, settings, locations, click location options. If it says presence or interest, switch it to presence. Then, check your radius. So if you're a local service business, for example, targeting 30 miles around your business location, and Google has it set to the entire country, you're about to find out exactly where your budget's been wasted. And that's literally step 2. 1 click, 30 seconds of your time, and it is in almost every single audit that I conduct. Pause for a hot second. Have you checked those first 2 yet? Account ownership and location targeting? Because if not, open a new tab and do it right now. I'll wait. If you're done, good. If you found something, drop it in the comments. 1 word, ownership or location. I read everything, I'll tell you what to do next. Because the next 4 checks are where the real money is. And check number 3 is the one that cost a plumber £7,500 a month for a whole year. Check number 3, are you paying for the right searches? Because a plumber that I audited last month was spending $10,000 a month in 1 campaign with 1 ad group with 2 broad match keywords. One of them being plumbing. It sounds sensible, right? He's a plumber. Wrong. People search for plumbing, but here's what Google was actually showing that ad for. Plumbing jobs, plumbing careers, plumbing courses, DIY plumbing, school leavers looking to become plumbers, students doing homework, everything. $7,500 a month was being wasted on that keyword. Gone. On clicks that could never, ever become a customer. So, what do you need to do? Go to your keywords tab, filter by match type, any broad match you didn't specifically approve, any match type you don't recognize, that's your first red flag. And then, and this is the one that nobody does, go to the search terms report. Last 30 days, scroll through, you're looking for words that describe someone who could never pay you. Jobs, careers, free, how to, DIY, those sorts of things. Every one of those terms got paid for with your wallet. Wrong keywords, no bidding strategy fixes that. Which is why the next check matters more than all of the rest combined. So check number 4, and this is where people like I really shine with experience, because is your structure set up to win or is it set up to fail? And the reason is because every broken account I've ever opened has one thing in common, always, and that's that it's soup. Campaigns all thrown together, ad groups that are holding 20 different themes. No logic anywhere. A scrap car company came to me with 2 live campaigns, 3 ad groups in each, but the keywords were themed properly. Intent was separated. I rebuilt the match type to exact and phrase match only. That gave us quality control. That client now spends tens of thousands a month on Google Ads, the lowest cost per acquisition that they've ever had, best performance in their history, but it's the same business. It's the same budget. It's just a different structure. And every single agency says exactly the same thing when the structure is broken. They say it takes time. It needs more time. But do you want to know the real truth about Google Ads? Google Ads does take time. Learning phases are real. Data does mature. I say this to my own clients every single day. But it takes time is also the biggest shield that agencies hide behind. A good agency shows you exactly where you are. Why, what's broken, what the fix looks like. If all you get back is be patient, be very suspicious. Now that's the structure sorted. What does your monthly report actually say? Check number 5. What are they actually measuring? Open your last agency report, look at the top of the page and what is there. If the first thing that you see is impressions, click-through rate or average cost per click, that isn't a report. That's wallpaper for damage behind it. Those numbers don't tell you if you made any money. They tell you that Google ran your ads. You're already paying Google to do that. That's just a fact of what should be happening. The only numbers that really matter on a report are 4. How many leads, at what cost per lead, what was the quality of those leads, and what's the trend? Better or worse than the previous month and the previous year, and why? It is just a fact. If you can't answer how many leads did I get last month and how much did each one cost me in one sentence from your agency's report, then the report is designed to hide the answer, not give it to you. Busy PDFs, quiet accounts. That's the pattern every single time. So we've got one check left, and this one isn't about your account. It's about your contract. Check number 6. Are you locked in? 2 numbers to check here. One you might not be able to see, but the first one, your contract length, you definitely can. The second one, how many times your account manager has changed in the last 12 months. Firstly, if your contract is 3, 6 or 12 months long, that's an agency that isn't confident that you would stay voluntarily. Here, we're working with me. I run a 31-day rolling agreement because the work should earn the retainer every single month, not the signature on the contract that's legally binding. And if your account manager has changed more than twice this year that you know of, you're on an agency conveyor belt. Good agencies retain their staff. Agencies that don't treat people well don't treat their accounts well either. The moment a new account manager takes over, your history literally walks out the door with the old one. Long contracts, high staff turnover, that's not a Google Ads problem. It's a warning about the whole business that you have hired. Listen guys, I've audited thousands of accounts and I've got some horror stories, genuinely. A recent audit that I did for an Australian fitness company was wasting 55k plus per month for 3 months straight. And they had the same 6 problems, or the 5 problems after number 1. They actually own their ad account. But the point is, location, match type, structure, reporting, contract, all of it. They were issues. They weren't losing money because Google Ads doesn't work. They were losing money because nobody ever audited what was happening. You know what to look for now. Go and do it tonight. 10 minutes, 6 checks. If you want a second opinion, someone with no dog in the fight, the link to reach me is in the description. I'll look at what you found. Straight answer, no pitch. Subscribe if you want more of this. No filler, no fluff. Just what 14 years and $130 million in ad spend has taught me. I'll catch you in the next one.